A.J. McCarron just went off on Ryan Williams, and we got to talk about it today.
Cannot play with him. Cannot win with him. Cannot coach with him. Can't do it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Grant's React. I react to all college football trending topics, game highlights. I love college football, and if you clicked on this video, I'm assuming you love college football as well. Today, we're talking about Alabama as they're still trying to figure out how in the hell did Florida State, a team that won 2 games last year, beat them down, bully them, expose them. And make no mistake about it, after people rewatched the game and shown highlights of players loafing, highlights of Florida State players putting their junk on Alabama players and them just sitting there and take it, yeah, it was a straight up beatdown and bullying. And the Alabama side, they're trying to figure out what has happened. And one person who's been very outspoken about this is A.J. McCarron, former quarterback of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Now, A.J. has been critical of a lot of people that played in the FSU game. He talked about the O-line. He talked about the coaching. But on this podcast clip I'm about to show you today from the podcast called The Bama Standard, he straight went in on Ryan Williams. Straight up told Ryan Williams, brother, you're not Jeremiah Smith. Check this out.
Your other prime leader on offense, whether you like it or not, is Ryan Williams because of his star power and how many plays he made last year. They moved him around this game to try to help him so he's not just stuck outside going against roll coverage, 2 over the top of him, everything else. They try to move him inside slot. That's some of the worst route running I've ever seen in my life. Ever. He was non-existent in this game. He plays way too high. He doesn't look any bigger. He doesn't look any stronger. He doesn't look any faster. He runs way too high for a slot receiver. He was getting gloved in this game. And I'm standing on the sideline. I was there at the game watching it with my own two eyes right there on the sideline, had perfect view, and this kid was getting gloved.
I know you damn near pissed yourself.
He needs to step up. All this hype and everything, guess what? You're not getting drafted off 1 year. You're not Jeremiah Smith, brother. Jeremiah Smith could have came out last year, been the first pick overall. You're not at that level. So step up, make plays, get open. You're jogging way too many routes. Somebody needs to challenge him.
Now, that clip was from the Bama Standard podcast, and you guys can go check out the full podcast in YouTube. But boy, did he go off on Ryan Williams. And the question that everybody's trying to ask is, did AJ lie? Now, I will say this. I don't think he lied, right? The only thing I'll say about it is I think when you get into saying things like, you're not Jeremiah Smith, you're comparing him to another wide receiver at another university, I believe that can be taken as you're taking a personal shot at the man. But when you talk about what we watched Saturday, I agree with what a lot of what AJ said. I thought Alabama, first of all, you bring in Isaiah Horton. The reason you bring in Isaiah Horton is you put him, Bernard, and Ryan Williams. The strategy is, hey, if you try to take away Ryan Williams, these other 2 wide receivers are going to get off. If you try to take away one of them, Ryan Williams is going to get off. And then to help you, Ryan, we're going to move you around. And we're just judging off this one game, Ryan did not look good. And honestly, he looked a certain way when he took a hit and then you drop a pass here, you drop a pass there, you're laying on the ground for a long time. Now, if he's legitimately hurt, that's one thing. But from what people are saying and what like AJ's saying, is Ryan Williams overrated? Because AJ didn't say Ryan Williams was overrated. He said he needs to step up. But I'm asking the question, is Ryan Williams overrated? Did we get so hyped off that Georgia catch and that Georgia performance that we started to put him in a different lane of wide receiver? Because I will tell you this right now. If I was an alien and I came down to earth, and they said, hey, Alabama's best wide receiver is Ryan Williams, can you point him out on that football field? Which player is it? I myself, not knowing who is who, I would say, well, I think that's number 5. Because number 5 is the one who seems to get open. Number 5 is the one who seems to make the tough catches. Number 5, Jeremy Bernard, is the one who is making the tough catches. So it seems like Ryan Williams is getting a lot of the accolades, a lot of the hypes. But when I'm watching the games, and maybe I'm tripping, let me know in the comments. I love the conversation in the comments. Jeremy Bernard is the one making the plays. And I would go to say, right now, Jeremy Bernard is the best wide receiver on Alabama's team. Now, we got to see more games, and maybe that'll be debunked, and maybe Ryan Williams is going to be sick of A.J. McCarron, sick of me talking, sick of a lot of people talking. But we'll see what happens from here. But my Alabama fans out there, you guys, let me know what you think about Ryan Williams, a player that has gotten a lot of attention via NIL, via social media, and you get to the first game, he comes in holding a teddy bear. And look, I have no problem with you holding a teddy bear walking in, but when you do that, you're saying, all eyes on me. You're telling everybody, look at me. I got a teddy bear. Watch me, because I'm about to put in work on the field. So when the game kicks off and you don't put in work and you're dropping passes, people are going to bring up the teddy bear. People are going to bring up the TikTok dances. I don't think Alabama lost to Florida State just because of Ryan Williams, but I do believe A.J. McCarron said a lot of things that a lot of people was already thinking. What did you guys think about this clip? What do you think about Alabama? Alabama fans, chime in the comments. What are your thoughts on Ryan Williams? Let me know in the comments.